You're listening to the Geek Blues Podcast, the show that tunes you in and hypes you up on your favorite anime and games. Glad you could make it, Geek Bros and Bluesettes. And now, without further ado, here's Genbu and the Geek Blues crew with today's episode. So sit back and enjoy the ride. You're in good hands. And don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Geek Blues Podcast. I'm your host, Genbu, and with me today, I got Majora, Bill, and Danny Guy in Space, a full house. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Glad to be back.
Doing pretty well.
I'm so glad to be back. This is heavily therapeutic for me.
Yes, everybody, we had a intermission. Okay, I had some personal issues to deal with, but we're back. I couldn't stay away for long. Okay, so
it always drags you back.
Yeah, we're gonna be going stronger. So I'm glad to be back here. I missed all your voices. You know, I missed hearing you guys every now and then.
Yeah, hearing our stupid ideas on things and how we argue.
Well, those are more entertaining. I would call those ideas more entertaining than anything.
Okay. I see you. I see you lying.
To laugh at us.
Who said that? Who said what?
Another reason for him to laugh at us.
Yeah, I see you lying over there through your teeth.
Well, there are definitely plenty of reasons to laugh at you three.
I know you enjoy our lackluster knowledge of anime intro music.
I do, and I'm going to be looking forward to that even more today because we got 3 anime intros I'll be playing today for you 3 and everybody else listening.
Oh Lord!
All right, yeah, 3. Usually I do 2, but I was feeling pretty good today, and it's been a while since I've been on, and I will once again apologize to our listeners. I see you guys have still been downloading while I've been away, so that's good to know. All right, I appreciate the love. So before we get into everything, you can check us out at www.geekbluespodcast.com. We're on all forms, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're also on all listening platforms. So whether you're listening to this on Spotify, you can catch us on iTunes. If you're listening on iTunes, you can also catch us on Castbox. If you're listening to us on Castbox, you can also catch us on Stitcher Radio, and so on and so on and so on. We're on everything. You can't get away from us. We're inescapable, just how I like it.
We're in your ears.
Yep.
We're in your head.
Oh.
So, Bill, now you did mention to me earlier that something about Adult Swim and Crunchyroll. Tell me more about that. Tell me more.
All right, so I read an article about Adult Swim and Crunchyroll. They're about to expand its distribution deal. So, I have a couple quotes from Jason DeMarco, the SVP and creator for On Air at Adult Swim, and he said this will, and I quote, "This will expand Toonami's already great programming to include even more premiere and original anime. It's a great time to be an anime fan. Our mission is to grow anime globally, which makes Adult Swim the perfect partner, as Toonami has been incredibly influential in the growth of anime here in the United States." Crunchyroll GM Joanne Wague said, "We can't wait for our fans what we have in store for them through this new programming partnership. Expect new co-productions, expanded distribution of dubs, and generally more accessible anime." And I think that is a great news, to be honest. And just to see more original animes on like Adult Swim and Toonami and stuff, and have them expand their library even more, it just... Like they said, it's a great time to be an anime fan because it's starting to become accessible everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's anime now, and it wasn't really like that when we were all growing up. So I'm glad that the kids today and people growing up have more of an option to explore this genre of anime, and it makes me extremely happy.
Yeah, me too. And so are they making their own streaming service pretty much, or some kind of app?
It didn't say anything about that. This is it's a very, very short article, but
they're trying to be mysterious.
Yeah, it's if anyone's looking for the article, it's on deadline.com. It's very, very short, but basically they're just saying that they're planning to expand everything on Adult Swim and add more anime, which is super exciting.
I'm always down for that.
Well, if there's anyone who is listening to this podcast that's not down for more anime, then just leave the podcast and just turn us on. Go listen to something else. That's all we talk about.
What if they're here for the video games?
Oh well, then you could stay on. Keep listening. Yeah.
Just don't ever turn us off, or just don't listen, but just always download.
Always download. I agree with that.
I do have one thing for gaming news, just one little small thing. We are finally getting the Master Chief Collection on PC.
Master Chief Collection.
I heard about that.
So it's the original Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and Halo Reach.
Oh, wow. Man, you know what? Now that I think about it, Halo is like one of the only saving graces for those Xbox players, I think, right?
And
it was.
And I don't even like Halo.
We're not going to talk about the disaster that was Halo 5, but I will save my judgment. I will say, though, out of that, the Master Chief Collection, the best bang for your buck, in my opinion, is Reach. Reach was, for me, the best Halo game that was made so far.
I'm not really much of a Halo fan myself.
Yeah.
I played a couple of them back in the day, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the jump, shoot, grenade, jump, shoot, grenade, jump, shoot, grenade. Not a huge fan
Don't
of
talk
that.
about Fortnite like that.
See, I like how when you say it like that, it makes it sound even more trivial, which increases my distaste for it
I know, right?
even further.
I hate Halo. I'm sorry, guys.
So before we get into everything today, I want to read a review that we received on iTunes from Billy the Kid _23.
Great name.
So I'm gonna read his what?
It's a great name. I love that name.
Yeah, it is. All right, so Billy the Kid _23 has to say this. I absolutely love this podcast. The hosts are funny and very informative on the topics at hand. Makes my drive to work so much sweeter. Keep hyping me up on my favorite anime and games. Well, I gotta say thank you very much, Billy the Kid, for saying that. We appreciate the love. Come on, guys, show him some love.
Yeah, thanks,
Hey,
man,
man.
dude. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
That is awesome. I'm very
Keep
happy with
listening.
that.
We'll keep recording.
And you got a badass name? Man, that is awesome.
Yeah, you're an outlaw.
Oh, yeah. Better keep that 6-shooter in check.
That actually made my day when I read that.
That's
So,
awesome.
thank you, Billy. Thanks, Billy the Kid. We're going to keep up the good work for you. All right. So before we get started into our main topic, speaking of our main topic, we're going to be talking about the Geek Blues review of Kingdom Hearts 3. And we're also going to be getting into a newer anime, The Promised Neverland, tonight. All right. So that being said, before we even start any of that good shit, we're going to get into my favorite segment made by yours truly. Guess that anime opening.
No.
All right, ladies and gents, thank you for joining us on our segment, Guess That Anime Opening, where I, Genbu, play an anime intro and you have to guess what anime it came from. If you can do it, be proud of yourself. My intros are not easy. Well, actually, they are if you actually watch anime no offense, guys.
That's a low blow.
God damn it.
No, I'm playing with y'all. No, but for my intros are I say they're medium to hard. I do easy ones once in a while, but I like to keep things interesting for our listeners. All right, keep you on your toes. So I vary it from time to time. So tonight we got 3 intros. All right. Now I never played an intro to an anime I've never watched. All right, I feel like that's dishonorable. So for every past intro I played and for every future one I will be playing, just know I have watched this anime. Okay.
Okay.
I'm actually quite proud of that. So, for the first one, here we go.
Can you hear my heartbeat? Tired of feeling never enough. I close my eyes and tell myself that my dreams will come true. There'll be no more darkness when you
Any takers? Any takers?
You know
What?
I think it's it's like a fucking Disney Japan. And,
Yeah, what was that?
Tell me I'm wrong. That intro sounded like a fucking Disney like.
Is that a movie by chance?
No, it's not a movie.
Okay.
It's definitely an anime series.
Yeah, no clue.
I couldn't tell you. I don't do Disney.
No, well,
That sounded
I mean-
too happy for my taste.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that anime was Yuri on Ice.
I knew it was
gonna
going to be
what?
some bullshit like that. I should have just guessed that because I knew it was going to be some bullshit like that. Come on, Genbu.
That is actually a good anime.
I know,
gotta
everyone
admit.
says it's good too.
It caught me off guard at some points in the storyline, but it's a very good anime. I enjoyed it, and I will watch season 2 when that comes out as well.
Did Disney
So-
make that?
Nah, that Yuri on Ice, as you might be able to predict from the name of the title, is a figure skating
It's
competition
a
anime.
musical. It's just a musical.
I mean, they don't sing in the anime,
Nah,
but
yeah.
they
Say
do.
that now, but
No, and I didn't think much
When
of
I
it because I was like, oh, figure skating or ice skating or whatever. So I started watching it, and those people, the characters on that thing can move, yo. Like the technique that you see and everything, it made me appreciate
Yeah, how was the animation
that sport.
like with the figure skating? I'm actually kind of interested how they would do that.
I'll give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Really, that good?
Maybe 5 stars. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the animation is beautiful when it comes to the actual techniques and everything and how they pull off the moves, and it looks flawless to me.
Cool.
So here's the next one. Hopefully you guys have better. I don't think y'all are going to get this one, but here we go. Any takers for the second anime intro?
no idea.
I don't even care. That thing was fire though.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna just take a shot in the dark. Is that or shot in the dark? I was gonna say darker than black, but it's probably
No, it's not darker. I hate that anime.
really okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Then that was a nice intro, though. I like that.
No one knows, right? Dandy? Did Dandy, you say anything?
I have no idea.
Okay.
He was trying to save face. He's trying to keep quiet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
kind of like, maybe if I don't say anything, you know, it won't point me out, you know.
That anime was Bungo Stray Dogs. Very good anime. One of not one of my favorites, but it's up there.
We've talked about that, and I have yet to watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely really good. Really good show. I watched like the whole thing in like 2 nights, I think.
How many episodes?
24, 20, I think 24. Yeah, 24.
Oh, that's not a bad binge then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Next one, third and final one for this segment. All right, that was the final one. Any takers?
Is that Noragami?
Who said that?
Me, Bill.
Yeah, you're correct.
Gets an answer.
Look at
Gets an
that!
answer.
I knew that one. I was like, what? It's on the tip of my tongue. Noragami. Fuck yeah!
That is the second opening for Noragami. Good job, Bill. I'm proud of
Look
you.
at that.
He
It looks like after taking that little break, that intermission, I come back to some knowledge that's being tossed around
Hey,
now
at least-
when it comes to these intros.
At least I got one. I'm happy for myself. You guys can suck it, Majora and Dandy. I got one.
Hey, screw you. I have like 2 in the past. All right, that's more than you. I don't want to hear it.
now that I think about it, who's had the most correct guesses when it comes to this segment?
That was
I'm
my. I
pretty
think
sure-
that was my second.
I'm pretty sure I have either 2 or 3, but I'm gonna be conservative and say 2.
I think I have 2.
I think we might be all
All
tied.
right, so you're all
Yeah.
tied.
I think we're tied. We're doing
I think Dandy's lying.
what?
Done.
Oh. All right, go back and rewatch every episode then. You tell
Hey, that's
me.
free views. I will.
You know what? I'm gonna put some initiative in y'all's souls real quick. The next one who gets a point when it comes to guess this anime opening, I'll buy you a shot of whatever you want.
Oh, why couldn't it count tonight?
Oh.
Because apparently everyone's tied. That's why.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was my second one because I got My Hero Academia like way back in the day, and then I think this one. I can't remember anything else I've gotten.
Yeah. So next one who gets it gets I owe you a free shot.
Sweet.
Oh, that sounds so
All right.
good.
So now the
We'll
time.
see you in like
now-
3 episodes then. You know.
Yeah, 3 episodes.
Just see in a month.
You know, it's all right.
So, without further ado, let's get into our main topic. We'll start off with KH3, Kingdom Hearts 3. There has been a lot of mixed reviews when it comes to this game. The game that I myself have, well, we all have been waiting 14 years. Well, the majority, you were younger than we are.
I
don't think
mean,
you've been waiting as long.
I've still played the games when they first came out. So
I'm not trying to downgrade your love for the franchise. I'm just trying.
Yeah, what were you?
no, I understand.
What
I'm
were you
younger
like,
than y'all.
Were you like
but
8 years old when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out ish? Because I think I was.
Kingdom
Like,
Hearts 2 dropped in what 2006 in US, right? Or 2005. 2005.
yeah.
I was 7, but I still, when I got Kingdom Hearts 2, I had played Kingdom Hearts 1. I played Chain of Memories. I played Kingdom Hearts 2, and I played every game ever since.
Jeez.
I fell in love with the series.
I feel like I didn't know how to like hold a controller till I was like at least 8.
Oh man, hell no, dude! I've been starting off like the N64 and the Atari since I was a toddler, man.
Well, I also didn't
at
get my
it,
first
but-
system until I was 10 years old because my parents.
Hey man,
My parents
it's
didn't-
all about the yard sales. It's all about the yard
parents
sales.
did not want to get me a system, and my first system was a Nintendo 64 when I was like 10.
That's all you need, baby.
Everybody loves that Nintendo 64.
Oh, it's a classic. But you know what's not a classic? That's Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh,
Shots fired already.
You know what? So, I've dabbled in the game. You know, I'm definitely not buying it. I've dabbled in it. Luckily, a couple of suckers who I know bought it, and I got to play, you know, a little bit of it at their homes, and I was not impressed. But you know, because I have not played that much of it, I'll say my opinions and everything for last. I will let the three of you have the floor, and I'll chime in from time to time.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
let
so
those two
all right.
have the floor, and I will join you in chiming in from time to time.
Yeah.
all right, I like that.
Yeah.
So, Bill Major, you guys have the floor. I will moderate.
Yeah.
You know, because we can't spend too much time on this, but we have a good chunk that we can spend.
Yeah.
So,
I'll say that I'd say me and Majora are probably the bigger Kingdom Hearts fans on the podcast, and I will say I am severely disappointed in this game. It was just like, to keep it like short, I guess I could say, it was just boring. The podcast, or not the podcast, the game was just so. Our podcast is great. The game, the game was just very, very boring. It felt hollow. It felt forced. It was the best way I can describe it is all style and no substance. Majority, you have anything to say?
Oh, I didn't know.
yeah, Major, now's your time to
okay.
actually give you time to shine.
Perfect. Okay, so I will say that I 100% agree with you. The game felt extremely boring for the most part. Now, the reason why this is, at least for me, what I believe is, when you look at the other Kingdom Hearts games, the way that it's structured is you really don't know what's going on in the story. Nothing's really laid out for you. You find out by going from world to world. However, in this game, the story has been set up by the last game, Dream Drop Distance, or last main title, Dream Drop Distance. So for this, it was always going to have a weird pacing effect because you know for the first time what's actually going on. And unfortunately, because you know what's going on and you're basically at the end game of the Xehanort saga, going to the Disney worlds feels more like a formality rather than a necessity. So each Disney world felt hollow, it felt boring. I really didn't care too much for it. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean world and
I'll agree with that.
Mount Olympus. Pretty much that's it, because they for me were the best worlds. And also I always enjoy going to the Winnie the Pooh world, just because I enjoy it. It's very peaceful, it's relaxing. Plus they made it very
I
short.
hated
and
that
sweet.
world.
I feel like that world's just a waste of time, in my opinion. Like you go there to play mini games and you get a shitty key played out of it. Like it was a waste of, I don't know, like 2 hours of my life. And
All right.
literally and literally Sora, like you start the game and you have to find the power of air quotes waking, and Master Head Sid's like, all right, you have to go out and get stronger. And you're like, all right, so you get in your gummy ship, and Donald and Goofy are just like, hey, so what are we doing? And Sora's just like, I don't know. Like there was no direction. I felt lost. I felt completely lost. And when you were saying, like, also to piggyback off what you're saying about the Disney worlds, like I was so excited to play Toy Box. I was so excited to play Monsters Inc. And going through Toy Box and going through Monsters Inc., everything just felt super open, super shallow. No interaction with anything other than like the enemies, basically. And this huge, because they made the worlds huge. The worlds are big, but they're big to the point that that you feel alone in them. If you know what I'm saying, it feels empty.
Yeah.
It like I thought I was gonna get engulfed in these worlds, and all I felt was alone in these worlds. If that makes any sense.
No, I completely agree with you. Like I said before, Mount Olympus and the Caribbean world were my favorites because they actually had substance. They felt like they had some sort of a meaning. But unfortunately, look at worlds that were Tangled, Frozen, and Monsters Inc. was a complete disappointment to me. I don't even want to talk about that.
That one
did
hurt
not enjoy
my
my time
soul.
there. It was a corridor running match. That's all it was. Now, Toy Story, I actually enjoyed it because I love the scenery. I love going through as a toy through the toy sections in that small mart. That for me was fun.
And I enjoyed the boss
story
in
there
Toy
was
Box too. The doll that got possessed or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, nah, bro. I'm not trying to have nightmares.
that was a cool boss. I'll give him that. But
so
yeah, keep going.
So besides that, again, the Disney worlds felt more like a formality because you really didn't have any business being there. The main thing is Sora has to regain his powers because in Dream Drop Distance he almost got Norded. He lost most of his powers, and that's just a convenient way for people to have to go through the game again with.
I'm gonna chime in for a second. I'm gonna chime in real quick. Going off what you just said, what was he trying to regain in Dream Drop Distance? Because they were doing something to regain something in that game too.
He was trying to earn the power of waking so that he can become a Keyblade master.
And how long has this Joker had this Keyblade for?
He's had it since he was
how many
13?
installments have we had? And they're still dropping a game where he has to master this Keyblade.
Well, I feel like
see, that's one of my issues right there.
It's mastering the power of being able to use the light side.
Well, also they use the JRPG sequel trope of, all right, I lost all my shit because of something, and now I have to get it all back. But this game felt super phoned in with that. Like they super phoned it in when it came to that style of starting a new game. Like it just felt like so like they didn't work.
That's a cop out. That's a cop out.
That's a better word for it.
So just to chime in on that, I do agree. But at least this time, they actually gave you starting abilities to use that made you feel like you're not just starting from like Kingdom Hearts 1 where you have a 2-hit.
How generous of them. How gracious of them to give us something after taking away
Speaking of starting
everything.
abilities, I can't tell you the amount of tutorial screens I had to fucking click through to just play the damn game. Like every 10 minutes, it's a new tutorial screen, new tutorial screen. And I just want to play the damn game. Like I don't care that you're giving me this. I don't care that you give me this. I don't care that you give me this. I'm never gonna fucking use it. And like, can you agree that happened way too often and slowed down the pacing of the game as well?
I do agree that tutorials are frustrating. I also understand why it's there. I don't need it because I'm a recurring Kingdom Hearts fan. You don't need it because you're a recurring Kingdom Hearts fan. For people that, for some reason, decide that Kingdom Hearts 3 should be the first game when the series has been out for God knows how fucking long, I don't know.
For me, based off that, if you, because what happened to the good old days where all the tutorials were done in the very beginning of the game and everything you need to know tutorial-wise is done in the beginning. So, and if people are playing, if there's nobody, I can't, I'd be surprised if there was anybody who decides to pick up Kingdom Hearts 3 and it's their first time playing any game in that franchise and decide they're going to play 3. That is not, you're wasting your money if you do that. That does not make any sense.
You'd be surprised,
the only person I can picture doing that is an 8-year-old telling their mom or dad, listen, I want Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't played it.
Disney.
Yeah, that's the only exception. But other than that, you should not be playing 3 if you have not played 1 or 2. And not to mention that if you haven't even played the installments between 2 and 3, you're not going to know what the hell's going on. And I'm one of those people.
To be fair, though, even during the game, it does give you information, like the main portions of what you need to know from the previous games without playing through them. It does do that.
I was still confused. I was confused.
And I was just gonna say one thing about how there's not a single Final Fantasy character in this entire game.
Okay, so we did talk about this previously before too, and as annoying as it is not having Final Fantasy characters, because that was one of my favorite parts, the Kingdom Hearts doesn't ride on Final Fantasy. It doesn't need the characters. Now, with that being said, the next Kingdom Hearts is definitely going to have some form of other Square Enix characters. It's pretty apparent when you look at the final
Kingdom Hearts 3.1.
No, like where's Leon and Yuffie and like Hollow Bastion? Like those were pivotal plot points in the other games, and
it was, but the story of this game is just not needed. For the story of the game, it's just not needed. Which again, I'm not saying it's a good thing. It annoys me. But when you look at what it is, it's just not needed. The whole premise of this game is you have 13 Darknesses fighting 7 Guardians of Light.
It makes sense in the way that Kingdom Hearts is trying to make their own story.
Yeah, which
like
is
their
why
own storyline, and not have it be so dependent on anything else, aka Disney or Final Fantasy. I understand that, but you can't make something great. You can't make your own thing greater and while diminishing everything else to such an extent where people are complaining. Like, all right, listen, like Kingdom Hearts is known for this and that and the third. Keep it that way, while still maintaining your own story.
You know what it also might be though, because Nomura is really pissed off that he got pulled off of Final Fantasy Versus 13, which is why he added that Verum X into the game as well. So he's probably extra mad about that. Which is another thing to talk about too. Nomura, the director.
Oh.
Which is another thing to talk about too. Nomura was put on multiple games to work on at once, which does hinder your creativity for other stuff.
That's not an excuse. I'm not
saying that's the only thing, but that's just something to consider. And again, like I said at the beginning, this game for me was going to be oddly paced and feel a little lackluster because the story for the first time is laid out right before us. And unfortunately, like, think of this like a damn jelly donut, all right? But imagine that all the fucking jelly is on like one side of the fucking donut. You go through all this shit not getting anything, and right at the end is where all the meat is, basically. That's what this game felt like.
Sounds like every jelly donut from fucking Dunkin' Donuts, man.
Now, I will say this, though.
So note to self, don't buy jelly donuts from Dunkin' Donuts.
Pretty much.
There's a lesson right there.
Now, I do want to say that I don't think that this game is the worst thing in the world. There are some good things about this game. It looks amazing. The gameplay for the combat feels nice. I love that they actually
but too easy. Very easy.
It is
easy.
easy.
I played it on Proud Mode, and I died, I want to say, 2 times the entire game.
I died twice. Once in the Monsters Inc. world when that jumping thing smacked me and I didn't have my save 1 point of health after getting hit with something stupid OB. Yeah. And then the other time was...
What is that noise?
That's somebody typing.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead, continue.
And
sorry about that. Go ahead, continue.
The other time I died was during the secret boss because I didn't know what his first move was and I got clapped. I will say though, if you do want to make the game harder, turn on no XP. That thing.
Well, yeah, because you're literally gaining no experience at all, which means you're not leveling up. You can literally be at level 1 where you start out and just try to beat the game that way. But that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Why does anyone put that in the game?
Is that really a setting?
That's been in other Kingdom Hearts games.
Why do you want that? Like, there's no reason that you would want to gain no XP. The point of playing a game is to level the fuck up and get stronger, but they should make the enemies harder as well. It shouldn't just be a cakewalk. Like, I didn't die during the final boss. The original Kingdom Hearts, when I fought Ansem, I died like 17 times. I got my ass clapped like 17 times.
I died like 28.
And then I finally beat it, and I was like, oh my god, I beat this game. Oh my god, it feels so good. This one, I was just like, glad it's over.
To be fair, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 1's controls were just ass.
Yeah, but it was just Like this game was made for children.
It was a thing back then.
Like
it was a thing back then. I mean,
this game was made for children. It really was. It was so easy. It was just so easy. Oh my goodness.
you know what? I might be digressing for a little bit, but I got to bring this up because it's something I noticed in the very beginning. All right, so and I read about this. That's how bothered I was by it. In the beginning of the game, when you go to the Olympus, right? Phil didn't say
a single thing.
Everyone else pissed off.
Yeah, Phil ain't say shit. Phil didn't say anything.
You and Phil have been going back and forth, making jokes to each other the whole series. Like, oh, we're junior heroes. Yeah. Literally, he just like looks over and just like looks at you all weird. And I'm like, Phil, you gonna say something?
So I did some research. I did some research on that, and I found out that in Japan, the original voice actor for Phil for the first Kingdom Hearts game, apparently he passed away. And because of that, the Japanese version didn't have Phil saying anything. So I guess the American version did the same thing too, which I don't understand. Like, that's Japan. Let them do their own thing. This is America. I want to hear everyone's voice. I don't care who died. I want to hear a character like that speak. No disrespect to the voice actor who passed in Japan, who played Phil in Japan. But I'm saying this is America. All right. I want to hear Phil.
I was just he just looked at you all weird. I was like, are you going to say something, Phil? You there? Nothing.
Yeah, so that I know I kind of sent us off course with that, but go ahead and continue what you're saying. I just got a little,
All right, so again, I mean, we shit all this a lot. I just want to bring out some of the good things. I love that you can actually upgrade your Keyblade now. It makes any Keyblade that you want to use
I did like that,
and it's great.
What was your favorite Keyblade to use? Like, what did you end the game with?
I liked most of the Keyblades, but I honestly upgraded the Kingdom Key the most, just because I love the iconic Kingdom Key.
Wow, okay. You went classic. My favorite was the Pirates of the Caribbean one, the High Wind, I believe it's called.
That thing was sexy. That thing was just sexy. 2 transformations.
It changed into the one, and then it changed into the pole, and then the finishing move with the freaking Kraken coming out and smashing everything. That was OP as shit. And speaking on the battle system, I liked it and I didn't like it. It was very it was kind of just like mash X until the screen prompts you to press triangle. Like there wasn't much diversity in what you could do. I mean, if you're using magic and stuff like that, it's a little different. But mainly all I did was mash X and then press triangle when it prompted me to, and then a little thing would come up, and then like, oh, I'd throw Goofy Bombard, and I'd throw Goofy into the fight, and oh, Donald Meteor, oh, boom, okay, oh, a pirate ship, oh, okay. Like, it felt very, very repetitive, in my opinion.
Yeah, my only thing is, that's just, without the pressing triangle, same thing, it wasn't Kingdom Hearts 2 in 1, it was an X-Masher. But what I do like, though, is that during the comments, so you mentioned magic, depending on what Keyblade you have equipped, it'll alter the way the magic works as well. So in Kingdom Hearts 1, you would shoot magic out. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it would rotate around your body. In Kingdom Hearts 3, depending on what Keyblade you have equipped, it'll either rotate around your body or it'll shoot out, just like Kingdom Hearts 1. So it gave you some variety. You can also change Keyblades on the fly now, which is really cool if you want to set up for different transformations.
I did like that as well. Just pressing the over on the D-pad. You're like, all right, I'm using the Monster Inc. one now, Happy Gear. And which Happy Gear I really did like because those yo-yos were OP as hell, dude. And they had some range too.
Oh yeah, they were. So the game gives you a lot of options in combat, which is why I think it also feels very easy as well. I don't care for the attraction rides, so whenever it would pop up, I would just, while I was playing on Xbox, so I just hit LT and it'll switch it to my other triangle command. And can we for a second talk about Rage Form? How dope it is?
Oh yeah, when you turn into Dark Sora.
Yeah, basically Anti-Sora for Kingdom Hearts 2, but you have a Keyblade. And you could rage more and reduce your health to do bigger combos. And
it was cool. Dope. It was cool. It was just, I don't know, it was just a little flashy and just like you said, it was a little OP. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I just didn't have as much fun with this game as I was anticipating, to be honest. And I think what really comes down to it is that we've all waited so long. And the fact that we've waited so long hyped up our expectations to an ungodly amount, and it didn't deliver in all of our hearts and all of our eyes. Like it wasn't the best thing that's ever been made, and that's what we were expecting, and that's why everybody's down on the game. To be honest.
14 years.
If this
14 years.
If this game was released 4 or 5 years after Kingdom Hearts 2, I think it would have been
I
more
agree
well
with that.
received. But again, the longer you wait for something, it'll never exceed your expectations, and that's the problem. And again, Nomura was put onto different projects. He was moved to Final Fantasy 15 multiple times. They changed their engine, and Kingdom Hearts 2 was in development for 5 years.
How many people are? Because I'm not going to let that company make excuses for themselves. How many people does this dude have working under him to make these international games that are going to be bought internationally? And how many people in the world?
He still has
Millions
to prove
of players?
everything.
All right,
and he still works on it himself.
He has a staff. Okay, he has people who come to him say, "Listen, he needs to learn how to delegate. If this was his issue, learn how to delegate."
Yeah, and
Mr. Nomura. All right,
it doesn't take 14 years
Learn
to
how
make
to
a game
delegate.
like this. It just doesn't. And they messed up. They did. I mean, like, some people love the game, some people hate the game. I'm middle of the road. I found some things I liked about it. I found a lot of things I didn't like about it. Like, on a scale from like 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 5, to be honest, a 5.5, like 2.5 out of 5 type of deal. Like, it did not impress me at all.
Well, I'm not buying. I'm done with this franchise. If I'm being honest,
I'm going to give it to the next one. I'll probably get the next one and see, because like it's finally, the Xehanort Saga is finally done. Oh my god, I'm so happy about that. They can finally move away from this convoluted bullshit that they created.
It's all about the Master of Masters, bro. Yo, wait, can we talk about the epilogue?
No, we need to move on. Actually,
yeah, move us along, because we'll talk about this.
It's time we get into.
Oh man, I didn't get to talk about my feelings on it.
You didn't play it.
But I'll tell you what, though, like, just as a small quit, like, for someone who's never played any of the Kingdom Hearts game and just watching Bill play it, visually, beautiful game, I have no interest in playing. I actually have no interest in playing the 1 and 2 that you let me borrow, Bill. Like, I might just give it back to you. I have no interest in it. It just, why would I play the first 2 if they're good games and the third one's just like a piece of shit? There's nothing in there for me for story.
Comparative in time to when it was released is why it's also not as well received. If you play it back to back, even watching it,
it's not really like, I don't know. Those aren't kind of games. I don't really care for like just like smashing one button and then waiting for triangle to pop up or something else to pop up, hitting it and then just going back to that. Like there's no combos. There's really no substance to it, to the combat.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm dead.
So we're gonna give our Geek Blues review. I'm gonna say, don't buy it. Don't waste your money. I'm not playing any more Kingdom Hearts games. I'm standing by that. I gave my friend a hard time because when months back he was like, he had the same attitude I have now, and I was like, oh, you gotta play it. It's coming out. It's been 14 years. You gotta play it. And now I owe him an apology. So. And quite possibly a couple drinks for giving him such a hard time. So as far as my review, I'm saying don't buy this game.
I will say wait until the price drops to get this game, and then that's really it. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, it's worth getting just to get it. And if you're really not into the gameplay and you just want to see the story, then just watch the important cutscenes on YouTube or something like that. But again, I
agree with that as well, because like if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan, you kind of do want to see how the story arc ends. Like it's just something you might want to do, but don't, like he said, don't go out and waste your money right now. Want to wait till it drops in price and then pick it up and try and beat it. Try and get through it.
Dandy.
All right.
Well, damn.
I felt that one. I'm kind of stung.
Oh, that one hurt right there. Oh man.
Well, let's get into The Promised Neverland. All right, a new anime that recently came out. It was. I was actually, we talked about it in a previous episode a little bit. It's an anime. The manga was actually made by Kaiju Shirai, if I'm saying his name right. Yeah, I am. I'm pretty good at this kind of thing. Kaiju Shirai, and it centers around an orphanage with that's raising, I believe it's 37 children, ranging from ages 1
Yeah, I believe
to
12 is the latest.
12, and all
12 is the max.
and all these kids are very intelligent. The main character Emma, she we see a lot of her in the beginning. She enjoys the life of the orphanage along with the other siblings. They have great food. They have plush beds. They can pretty much play outside wherever they want as long as they don't venture past a quote unquote gate. It starts off pretty flowery, actually, pretty upbeat. But unfortunately, there is a dark secret with the orphanage that we all soon find out, and it gets really good from there. So one of the things that I first noted were, I was like, all right, this anime looks pretty nice. It's it's centered around kids. At first, I was like, okay, let me keep watching it. And then I saw those stamps,
Yeah, like
or
tattoos
those
almost.
markings on their necks.
Yeah, like I could not get past it. I was like, damn, I watched like a prison story.
Yeah. That was the first thing I saw where I was like, all right, this is a little dark. That was just like one of the first things I noticed. I'm pretty good at picking up these subtle cues and everything. And so then, and of course, another thing I noticed was when they're talking about other kids who left the orphanage, Emma, who's one of the main characters, along with Norman and Ray, very three smart, intelligent kids who are the best and the smartest and the brightest of everyone in the orphanage. Everyone was talking about how, oh yeah, we never got any letters back from the kids who left here, and some of the kids are, oh, maybe they're just busy trying to keep their families pleased. So that was a red flag right there. I was like, oh, all right,
Yep.
They're not getting no letters back from the kids who left the orphanage. What's going on here? Some shady shit. So what do you guys
I'm loving
think
it.
so about the
I
anime
am
so far?
absolutely loving it. I know. I believe me and Danny watched the first 6 episodes together. Is that right?
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah,
watched
I'm all caught up. I believe
Yes.
there's 9, or if
We
there's
watched
10, then I'm missing that last one. But it's a very, very, very it's dark. It's extremely dark anime, and you find out that there's some shady shit going on behind closed doors here at this air quotes orphanage, aka farm. That these
good
children
point.
are,
Yeah,
and these
farm.
children are stamped basically with a number because they're cattle, basically.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's very symbolic.
Pretty
of
much,
cattle just going straight
they're
to the
almost
slaughter.
they're being fattened up and juiced up to be the best meals possible.
Yeah, and the reason why they're so smart apparently is because the smarter they are, the
these
more
demons.
delicious their brain tastes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I did not expect that.
The demons themselves,
talk
they
about
are
that, actually.
crazy
Yeah.
looking.
So
Hell yeah, man! They're creepy
Yeah,
as
they kinda-
shit.
did anyone else get like
Yes,
a Shinigami
exactly.
feel from
Yes,
those demons
I
or anything
did.
like that?
Yo, when the dude was like, "Hold on, I smell something," he sniffed
they're
and like he sniffed
creepy,
through his
dude.
eyes. I was like, "Ugh."
Yo, and it was funny because this might be a little. Nah,
Do
this
it.
might be a little. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say it. So when when the two of the main characters, Emma and Norman, go to return a stuffed doll to a child who was adopted, so the caretaker for these kids takes the child Connie, who got adopted, takes it to the outside. Takes her outside the gate and everything, so she can be picked up by her parents, quote unquote. And she left her doll at the orphanage. So one of the kids, Ray, says, "Oh, yo, Emma, Norman, she left her doll here. Go give it back to her." So Norman and Emma go return the doll, and amidst trying to return the doll, they find Connie's corpse inside the back of a truck, like a slaughtered cow, pretty much. Still with that rose blade or whatever that was inside her chest. That was kind of, and the expressions on these corpses they have are pretty creepy too.
Yeah,
She got.
It was
She
pretty
got
graphic
got.
to say the least.
Yeah, so they witnessed their sibling's corpse in the back of a truck. So they hear voices coming. So Emma and Norman get under the truck. And here's the part where this might sound a little fucked up, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So you hear these dudes talking, and they're like, "Oh, I thought I heard something," and the other voice is like, "Well, yeah, it's probably a cat or something like that." So then the other guy was like, "Well, if it was a cat, I probably would have ate it." So another dude was like, "Oh, you eat cats?" So I thought it was like, are they in China or something?
That's what I thought.
Or
That's what I thought. I was like, yo, what you mean?
so, I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm not trying to be listeners. I'm not trying to be ignorant. All right. There's no secret that in China they eat cats. All right. I saw the documentary. All right. All right. I did.
National Geographic, okay?
It was on Discovery
So I
Channel.
thought
It must
they
be
were.
true.
Yes, I thought they were in China or something, and that these guys were human beings who were just trading off kids or something, or selling organs or whatever. But it turns out that that these dudes are like bona fide demons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And that's when everything pretty much gets hyped up from there.
That's when a little suspicion starts to creep into the head of Mom, and they have Sister Crone, who is the most terrifying person I have.
You know, I got to
She's
talk
the
about
most
that actually.
terrifying
I was going to say that
character
for
I
last,
have
but
ever encountered.
Oh, the second.
nah, I have issue with that actually. With the
Jama.
not with you, Bill, but with that character.
Mama Jamma.
Okay, all right. Here's my.
I'm just-
Would you say?
She looked like Mama Jamma when I first saw her.
No, here's the thing. Let me finish. All right, here's the thing. All right, people. If you've heard me before, I remember I was talking to Majora about this a long time ago. All right. Now I'm a big anime fan, and you know I'm tired of these racial tropes that these artists are putting on these black characters they're portraying. All right, the Sister Crone character. Okay, at first, why are they make her into this monstrous looking woman? All right, who they they give her these flaring nostrils, these giant lips, and everything, this nappy hair. All right, and
I'm not laughing because I know
I'm
you're right.
I'm serious. So why? So it's like, and they make her like, even that one scene where they had her running like a damn gorilla after the kids and everything. I'm like, come on now.
They made her like you
They
say.
also made her extremely intelligent.
I'm tired of. They did, but here's the thing: these Japanese creators, these artists, are using black characteristics,
Yeah,
like
they're using
the nose
stereotypes
to frighten viewers, and to frighten viewers and frighten the children in the show. And I'm like, come on now, like, can we move past this? Here's my 2 cents. Here's my opinion. No, not my. Here's my suggestion. All right, to any. If this podcast one day makes it real big, and if any Japanese creators or artists hear this, here's my suggestion. Stop drawing black people in your shit. All right? Stop doing it, because you can't do it right. You're failing. Leave that to Americans. All right? You're not doing it right. All right? I saw it in High School of the Dead with that one dude with the grill in his mouth and everything, and the do-rag who was squeezing the girl's titties. I bet you fuck your girl all night at the gas station and shit. I see it there. All right. What else do you see it at?
Terraformers.
Terra from Mars. All right.
Well, I mean,
those tribal African looking cockroaches.
Right,
Who got waves and they got waves and black hairlines and waves in the head, like they've been wearing wave caps before going out slaughtering everybody. And I'm just like, I'm over it.
I will say though, I mean, they did have black people though, and they looked like every other character. It looks like they just changed the pigmentation, which looked kind of
the black
weird.
characters they had in that anime, they ended up either being evil or they got killed off real quick, or they were useless. Like the one, you know, I'm digressing. The point I'm trying to make is that stop making, you know, artists of Japan, stop drawing black people in your stuff. Everyone else looks great. They make everyone from Europe, when they make European animes or animes based in Europe, they all look amazing. They got tall, chiseled chins and everything. When they make their own ethnicity, their own Japanese animation, they look good. They're good. But when they make us, we got to have some giant lips and some flaring nostrils and a beastly body running fast and whatnot. I'm tired of it. You know what? I'm gonna make my own anime. And let's say I'm gonna make these. I'll make my own anime. All right, and I'll have. They wouldn't like it if I had the Japanese characters with the big old teeth and slanted eyes and all of them running around 5'5". So let's show some respect to let's show a little more respect to
Well, do you remember,
other ethnicities when it comes to your
do you remember
artwork.
the show Gangsta? I thought they did the one character Doug in that. I thought they did him really well. But once again, I'm a white person, so I can't really comment on it too much.
They did.
Oh,
they did. And
they did do Dutch really
Dutch
well.
well too. And Black Lagoon. They did him. Why can't we look like that? We gotta be looking like Aunt Jemima and these or Uncle Ben.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't do anything about it.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that though, because it's the first time when we were watching that, Bill. I literally thought of Sister Crone. I'm like, wait, they just put in like some fucking like overweight Aunt Jemima in this bitch. Like
That's what I said, man.
Like,
Yes,
star in here.
it-
Got Aunt
Aunt
Jemima coming down,
Jemima.
making some pancakes.
Yeah, and they do that thinking that they're trying to be cute, and it's not cute. They're trying to be funny about that, and it ain't funny. They're over here trying to mock. They're trying to make a mockery of it, and it's like, all right, and they think they can get away with it with that little slight. Oh, it's an anime. We're trying to depict other ethnicities. Well, they're not doing it right.
It's also
And
weird
I'm
they
not-
use Sister Crone, because technically, like, the definition of crone is an old woman who's thin and ugly. Like, they could have came up with a better name. They could have done way better with the animation, the artwork on it. It's just that
Yeah, and then-
they fucked that one up way hard.
And they make the mom, the
Yeah.
character mother or mom, they make her all elegant and and she has a creepy face every now and then, but she's all poised and good posture and everything.
yeah,
always
They
cool,
made
calm,
Sister
collected.
Crone
Just
absolutely
insane.
mentally unstable,
Absolutely insane.
and her character is basically aiming for mom's job. Basically, she wants to be the mother of that farm, and no,
I have no problem with
completely-
that.
I completely
just have a problem with the way
understand
she
that.
looks.
I'm just saying,
She
like,
looks-
her as a
and the way-
character,
She's
like,
scary.
one of the most terrifying characters I've actually
Right.
witnessed in a show, though. Like, just like I don't want to say it but like her facial expressions and when she would pop up on the screen without you even realizing she's there or she's going to be there. Like when they're running.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, and was it? Is it just me, or
Yes,
did they make her
did.
lips and
They
nose
did.
bigger with those shocking moments?
They did. They did. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
No,
so-
they did.
I'm like, I'm so done. I'm
Like,
done.
I'm gonna be honest. If I had to choose a room between the demons and fucking Jemima over here, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with the
she's
fucking
very
demons. I'll take my
terrifying.
chances there. She's scary.
Yeah, so that's all right, Japan. Wait till I make my anime. All right, you'll be guest starring. You'll be guest starring in that bitch.
No worries,
Mm.
we got your number.
Making that foolish.
Yeah,
looking
well,
character. All right, let's move on
We
before I
digress
keep
way
on.
too-
Before I keep on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna talk about this for a
Norman and
long.
Ray
So let's just keep
are,
going.
extremely intelligent children. They find out basically everything that's happening on the farm, and they're trying to rescue everyone. Which is, in my opinion, I hate the idea of them being so, or mostly Emma being so kind-hearted, trying to save everyone, because it's too idealistic. It's
too
one of those
idealistic.
like, it's never gonna happen, kid. Give up your wish type shit. Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
but you also have to remember.
yeah, they're
I mean,
only 12
They
years
are
old.
just kids too. As intelligent as they are, they're not.
yeah, I understand
That's a
that.
good point.
But like,
That's a good
it's
point.
like them trying to save everyone. I was like, come on, girl. Like, you got to realize that your life is on the line here too. But like, they just love their brothers and sisters so much, or she does so much, and she basically convinces Norman and Ray to try and save everyone. And they have a couple plans that kind of fall through here and there. They do this. You find out certain things about certain characters that you weren't really expecting.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you definitely got to sit down and watch this show because there's a
Oh,
lot
no.
of twists. Just in the first 9 episodes so far, there's a lot of twists and turns that you were not expecting, and I really enjoyed that part of the show. Just not knowing what's going to happen next.
Even just the first 5 episodes, like the 5th episode is like that's the biggest twist that I've seen. I mean, obviously I've only watched one.
Yeah,
episode.
we were watching that one
twist
together.
right there
I
is
remember which one
huge.
episode that is now. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
like
assuming you guys
yes.
are talking about one of the characters not being what they seem to be.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
it just threw you off. Like, wait, what? Hold up.
You would think that M Night Shyamalan made this. There's so many damn twists.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I think if you enjoy
Yeah,
you enjoy
yeah.
Death Note, you're gonna love this anime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would agree with that
Not only
100%.
because
The
of
creep factor.
with the intelligence factor and with the detective work and the creep factor. Yeah, everything. It's really it really is. It reminds me of it would definitely be in the same category as Death Note in my opinion, but just a whole different type of show, but still
Yeah, I
definitely
feel
up
like
there as far as quality.
Ray
and
really
storyline.
resembles Light in a lot of ways.
Yes.
I can see how Ray really
I can see that.
resembles Light a lot. Just because like they're kind of Light's very smart too.
Ray's smart.
That's why
though.
I'm saying that.
Ray was. I think he's the smartest.
I think Ray is also the smartest.
Yeah,
out
I
of
think
all
Ray's
three.
the smartest out of all three of them.
He is.
Because and hopefully, listeners, you guys get to find out. So definitely watch that anime, The Promised Neverland. I give it as of now.
Yeah, I'm giving it an A+
a,
rating right now.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, hands down. It for me, it's a must watch. It's just great.
I give it an A+. I also want to point out one other thing too. Slightly getting not off topic, but so it's funny how you guys are going off about Sister Crone and how they fucked that up. But why did they make Emma the one who wants to save everyone? Like, was that a
You could say
stereotypical
that.
like girl thing to do? Like,
Yeah.
Not really.
They made
I
her,
think it was. I think it was a child thing to
It's
do.
a
they
child
also
thing.
made her the,
No,
like,
Emma's
most
extremely
smarter
smart.
of the three.
No, she's just idealistic. So even Norman, he wants to save everybody. They both realize how idiotic it is, but she's more attuned to it because she cares so much for everybody. He also wants to. Ray just sees it as, well, it's stupid. You really shouldn't do that.
You know what? I do see Danny's point
See,
as far
like,
as like
I'm not
because
crazy
as
with
far
that,
as like the all females having like that motherly instinct and everything. Is
Yeah,
that what you're
like,
trying to get at?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have done. I don't know. They could have just done that differently. Like,
It would have been different if maybe one of the boys had thought the way Emma did and Emma thought that.
yeah.
Like I thought, yeah, it would have been
And,
better
I'm not
actually.
saying that
If,
Emma's like dumb or like super dumb or anything, but like the way that the show is portrayed and they portray the characters, it gives you the kind of like the sense that Emma's not as like smart as Norman or Ray. At least that's what I got out of it.
When I was watching it, I mean, they even showed the scores. They all scored perfect. They all got them all correct all the time. She helps formulate the plans. The way that I see it is, she's just a little less mature than the other two. The other two are less idealistic.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say mature. But it's what Danny said because even though test score, she is when it comes to she's only like half a step below Ray and Norman when it comes to their intellect.
Yeah.
That's what they said. Her scores are just a fraction below theirs, but her physical intelligence.
I was about to say that she's the best at like playing tag.
there.
Yeah.
Because that's their game. That's what they do all the time when they're
Yeah.
outside is they play tag. Oh, dude, she's nuts.
Not only that, did you
Dude,
see that
she's-
leap she did?
Yo, that leap was
that leap
ridiculous, dude.
She was like, she had some Jordan.
She got those Nike
She got
grips
the
on,
pumps.
And so definitely watch this anime, everybody. Now, before we're short on time now, but before we close out, one quick thing
I was just
in
about
regards
to. I was
What
just
about
about
that
to
anime
comment
intro?
on that
Wasn't
because
shit
I like to
It was.
peep certain clues from anime intros myself, and in the anime intro they have a lot of puzzle pieces, like everywhere. Like at the end of it, they break through a puzzle. It looks like a puzzle board, and I wonder like what that symbolizes.
Probably putting the
Probably I
pieces
think it's
together
probably,
because their whole life was fabricated in a lie.
Yeah, and
The intro music is fire though.
yeah, but the
it's pretty good.
Overworld, they do really good stuff with their music. I'm always glad to hear them because they've done intros for Bleach, they've done them for Naruto, they've done them for My Hero Academia, they've done them
Yeah,
for
and
Blood
they're
Plus.
very good as well.
They're very popular in terms of yeah. So that pretty much concludes our episode tonight. Thank you everybody for listening. We will be continuing again next week. All right. I once again catch us on social media. I'll be making some updates to everything tonight and tomorrow morning. And we're also on every listening platform. I can only say thanks again for being patient with me in particular. And I can't thank everybody
Major,
enough.
did you want to plug
Everybody
something?
else got anything to say?
Yeah, I was actually about to say that. So, shameless plug. If anybody that listens wants to play Xbox, my gamer tag is Majora's Wrath 64. That's MAJORASWRATH 64, no spaces. Just shoot me a message saying, hey, I'm such and such. I listen to the podcast that you co-host. Let me know. We'll play some games together. We'll have fun, get a group, maybe stream, whatever you guys like. And,
It's like, hey, I heard you were trashing Dragon Ball Fighters.
You know what?
Yo, you
No,
trying
I'm
to
saying
fight?
someone's going to message you that.
Oh.
I've never played that game before.
Yo, if you
I
wanna
would
challenge me,
I would
that's
get my
on
shit
y'all.
beat in like real quick.
On that note, though, if you guys want to catch myself, Genbu, on PlayStation 4, my gamer tag is spicy voodoo
No, that's savage.
slug.
I like that.
I know it's a strange name, don't ask.
Yeah, that's sick,
But
dude. I like that. That's cool.
So it's common spelling, spicy, SPICY, voodoo, VOODOO _slug. All right, and you can find me on PlayStation Network. I'll be playing Monster Hunter, Devil May Cry 5. I'll be picking that up tomorrow. Some other things. So get at me. All right, Tekken 7, come on, join me. Mortal Kombat 11 when that comes out, I'll bust you in that.
And he's still evading me on playing Dragon Ball Fighters, but it's okay. I understand you don't want to lose.
No, I'll get to you. As you
Hype
said, when I'm going to
yourself
win
up
something,
on
it
it.
takes me longer to actually get to that.
Oh. Look how much prep time he needs, man. I'm ready to go any day you want.
On that
So,
note, you can catch me, Danny Guy in Space. I stream. I also play Siege. If you want to hop in, say hey, say you listen to the podcast. I'll talk to you either while I'm streaming. If you want to play some Siege or something else, if I have the game, let me know. I'll be more than glad to.
Yeah, and you can follow me on Instagram at BBROD23, BBrod23. Post a lot of shit about anime, video games, and beer and shit like that. So I'm a fun follow. So just follow me on there.
All right, everybody, you've heard it. Hopefully you've loved it. And we're looking forward to having you enjoy us again.
All right, see
And
you guys.
that's about it. All right, everyone have a good
Peace.
night.
Have a good night.
Peace out.
See you guys next time.